Okay, what's happening, everybody? This is your dude, Intergalactic Brew, coming at you with another video. And in this particular video, I just wanted to say what's up and give a huge message / shout out to all my Atlanta Falcons fans. Because tomorrow is the official kickoff of the Atlanta Falcons 2011 football season. But most importantly, tomorrow is the first day of the journey to Indianapolis. I think this year the Falcons are going to come in more determined. I think they're going to play a lot smarter, and I think they're going to be a lot more opportunistic. I truly believe this, because I just think our biggest weakness is not what we can do physically, but it's what we do psychologically. You know, sometimes I think, we get so caught up in the prestige and, the streak that we get on and all this other stuff, that we forget about what really matters the most, and that's just going out there and winning the football games. Period. I think this year we have our eyes on the prize, as we always do, but I think last year, because we made such an unbelievable run, not only in our division, but just in our conference, period. Getting the number 1 seed, getting home field advantage, getting the bye in the first round, all of that. I think all of that kind of overwhelmed us, and I think, we just, just got tangled in that. But I think this year, looking back at last year, I think we've learned that, while keeping our eyes on the prize, we have to do what's necessary to get that prize. We cannot put the prize before the priority. We gotta put the priority before the prize, because the prize will be there. The Lombardi Trophy will be there. But we have to get our priorities straight as a football team to get that Lombardi Trophy. And I truly believe in my heart that, from the moves we made in free agency, to drafting Julio Jones in the first round, which was the shockwave sent around the football world. I think with all these moves that we made, I truly believe that we are going to come out more furious. I think we're going to play at a lot faster pace. I think we're going to be a lot more sudden and a lot more explosive this year. And, and I think when we have the opportunities, to seal the deal, I think we're going to seal it. But, like I just said, it's all it's all about being smart. It's all about, having the mindset, because as far as the physical perspective, we are A-okay. We've got speed, we've got toughness, we've got power, we've got everything you want physically. But psychologically, though, we need to have just as much as we do physically. So, yeah, that's how I really feel about it. But the reason why I did this video, because I wanted to hear from you, my fellow Falcons fans out there. I want to hear what your prerogative is on this season, what your outlook is. What do you think is the one asset that we need to polish up? Is it the physical? Is it the psychological? Is it being more opportunistic on certain plays? where we have the opportunity to kick field goals. I mean, should we run the ball more? Should Matt Ryan be, a little bit more mobile in the pocket? I mean, what is it? I mean, seriously. I want to know. And I just don't want you to give me just one main prerogative. I want to hear it all. I want to hear the brutally honest. I want to hear the positive. I want to hear the constructive. I want to hear all of that. Just as long as I hear you all's opinions on this season. Because despite what anybody says, despite what views y'all give me, in all, I think we can agree as Falcons supporters / fans that this is going to be a great season nonetheless, and we're going to go to the Super Bowl nonetheless. But like I said, it all starts in our head. All starts in our head. Now, earlier, I was talking about the free agency moves that we made this season, which really surprised me. Because, to be fair, the Falcons aren't really known for getting, quality, big-name players in the free agency market, to be fair. I mean, that's not insulting them in any type of way. I mean, it's just our roster and our talent has been so good that we felt we don't need, none of that star power on our squad. But this year, things are a little bit different, and the stakes are, a lot higher, probably higher than they've ever been. Because, I mean, talent, this year in the NFL, as far as free agency goes, talent has been spreading around the NFL like the bubonic plague, man. Like real life. That's real life. It has. So, I mean, a lot of teams, that want to win, more specifically win the Super Bowl, you got to make those moves. You got to spend some money. It might hurt you in the end. You might not have enough cap space in the end, but at least you know that you made the necessary moves to give something in order to get what you want. And that's what we've done. I mean, starting off on defense, we got my man Ray Edwards from the Minnesota Vikings. Very capable pass rusher. I mean, the guy is, he's technically sound, and when he gets loose, man, it's quarterbacks. They run out of time. I've seen him do it a lot last year. So that's a huge feather in our cap, getting Ray Edwards. And then, make it even worse, man. We get not only one, but two game-changing defensive backs. We get James Sanders, the former free safety for the New England Patriots. The team that's won 3 Super Bowls. Tom Brady, yeah, all those guys. Yeah, James Sanders. We got him. And if you're not familiar with James Sanders, you can go on YouTube and you could type up a game that pretty much speaks for itself. New England versus Pittsburgh. In the what was that? The fourth quarter. James Sanders caught that interception, returned it for a touchdown, took the life out of the Steelers. Yeah. And then, if you still aren't convinced that he's that good, then you could type in the game against the Indianapolis Colts. And I ain't even got to say nothing about that. I mean, the footage speaks for itself. So James Sanders, that's a big plus right there. And then on top of that, we got Kelvin Hayden from the Colts. Also, another playmaker, game changer. Guy that'll, ruin the party, so to speak. So, I mean, as far as the secondary goes this year, we're gonna be some tough customers, man. And I mean, we still got Dante Robinson, we still got Brent Grimes, we still got Willie Moe, aka William Moore, for all of y'all that don't like nicknames. And then we got Thomas Deku. On top of that, add Sanders and Hayden into the mix. All I gotta say is linebackers, tight ends, and receivers, beware. That's all I got to say about that. As far as offense is concerned, well, y'all saw what happened at the draft. Y'all already know, man. We got the boy Julio Jones. In my opinion, the best receiver to come out of the draft. AJ Green, who? Yeah, right. Julio Jones is the real deal, ladies and gentlemen. I ain't even gotta run down his statistics like that in the combine. Y'all saw the combine, and that's all I'm gonna say about that. So yeah, like I said, we got the best. The Atlanta Falcons got the best wide receiver in the combine. Period. AJ Green, he's not. He's good. He might be the second best, but he wasn't the best. Julio was. So yeah, that's another plus that we have on our offense. And if you haven't seen Julio Jones in the preseason by now, then somebody needs to write you a pink slip, man, because you are extremely tardy. I mean, 6'3", maybe 30 something pounds. Got the speed of a cheetah. Catches passes. Catches passes like frisbees, I guess, if you want to use that metaphor. The bottom line is, the boy got it, okay? Bottom line. I'm sure Falcons fans will agree. The boy got it. And he's going to give a lot of defensive backs nightmares this season. It's going to be a lot of sleepless nights for y'all. For real. A lot of sleepless nights. Like, I can't even imagine, like, his presence when he steps on the field. Like, the D-backs are probably going to be so desperate to get the ball out of his hands, we might get PIs this whole season. I don't know. I'm just saying. He's just that good to do that. And I'm not hyping him up. I'm not overhyping him. I'm just looking at what I see. That's all I'm saying. So, there you go. Yeah, Julio Jones. Oh yeah, and by the way, I'm just gonna throw this bold statement out here. Julio Jones will be Rookie of the Year this year too. I mean, if y'all had hopes, possibly for Cam Newton, or anybody of that nature, then you might want to take a double look at the polls whenever that vote gets ready to be made, because Julio Jones is going to make an impact this year, and he will get Rookie of the Year. Believe that. Well, anyway, my time's about winding up. Falcons fans, holla at me. Let me know what you think about the season. But one way or another, we're bringing that trophy back to the A.